All right, our last video for the different organelles. So all of these organelles that are in an animal cell or a plant cell are all immersed in what's called the cytoplasm. So the cytoplasm is actually a combination. The cytoplasm equals the cytosol plus the organelles. The cytoplasm, that's the watery part. So the liquid that all these organelles are swimming in is the cytosol. The combination of everything inside the cell is the cytoplasm. The cytosol has a few important things. The cytosol, this is what helps to give a cell shape. It is mostly water. And so that pressure, as it pushes against the plasma membrane, is what will give it shape. So as you get dehydrated, the shape will shrink. As you get too much water, you will actually expand that cellular plasma membrane. This is also going to work as a solvent. Because it is watery, a solvent means it will dissolve substances. So remember, we said you have to have a certain environment in order for metabolic reactions to occur. Well, this is going to allow us to put different salts into that environment or to change the pH. And so this is going to be another function. This is the environment for metabolic reactions of the cell. So this is going to give it the appropriate salt content, the appropriate pH. Water is also a good insulator. So this will help us to make sure we keep the appropriate temperature for all of these metabolic reactions. The last structure we'll talk about is something that is found in plants only. So all living organisms will have a plasma membrane, which we have here in black. Some organisms will have a second structure outside of that. And so in red, I'm drawing another enclosure around this cell. And this is the cell wall. So this will only be found in plants, in protists, in bacteria when we talk about them. But it is always external. So this is actually outside of the cell. Remember, the plasma membrane is the boundary between inside and out. So a cell wall is going to be external. It's very rigid. So it's going to serve the role of protection. It's very rigid. So it is going to give the cell its shape. This is where the cellulose is in a plant. Cellulose, you'll see on the nutrition label, that's fiber. It's a complex carbohydrate that our bodies cannot break down. Very few things can break it down. So since it's very rigid, it's very hard, it both protects and gives shape. So the cell wall is going to be only in plants. And so we'll pick that up with our last learning objective.